Entonces, sí, yo creo que mañana, ¿no? Me parece bien. ¿Sabes qué, chica? Que se me dañó el avatar de Gengar. Y yo lo iba a hacer en estos días y cuando me metí no estaba funcionando y no logré hacer que funcionase. Se configuró algo con las texturas, no sé. No lo sé, la verdad que no lo sé. Tarara, 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 tarara. Pero bueno. Yay. Bueno, la puedes ver ahí. Ahí, mira el techo. Jiggle jiggling. All the jiggles. Jiggle jiggle jiggle. Okay. How we doing with you, Lucia? Alright, we need more of these. Is it all missing? Yeah, I think so. And I can't buy it. Yeah. Alright. Yes, please. Let's go.
るべきじゃないわ。後ろにいる。
この舞台をもっと眩しく。はあ、だからまた羽ばたくの。回って
いいのか。進化間もなく。これで一本。境界線を引くのはこの私だから。さあ、速さすべてお前のさ別れをつける。私の任務は十分。言い残すことは進化を守る。風の方向を聞いて。答え取り除く。視覚から来る。そこだ。捕まえた。取り除く。
抜け出してみよう。私と踊る準備はいい？はあ、運命のフィナーレを。これはから
任せとそうだ。
十分やらせて。
ほら、風は過去を作りし、あなたもよ。さあ、
もう私の出番よ。
時間は豊富にある。お前のさ別れをつける。
よっ。君の小道具それは。
我は進化を守る。風の旋断。遅い。チャンスは一度だけ。鳥。
私と踊る準備はいい？はあ、運命のフィナーレを。
言い残すことは視覚から来る。お前の処刑は私が取り行う。風は過去を作りし、あなたもよ。さあ、
この舞台をもっと眩しく。はあ、
りよ
Need 4. So what are my options right now? Without these, I'm just not getting these. All right. No, not enough XP. Let's see, where can I buy some? Not here, not here. Station supplies? Nope. Nope. Okay, ready, all out. Well, that's bad. I only have 13. Well, that sucks. Alright, let's see how we do here. Okay, so here, ether and then a fire physical. Okay, let's go with you. Actually, Estrella, you, and then you.
役を払いたくば私が助けになる
And in this team, I want to try Ramiel, Belina, and Romania.
片付け
Let's go 1 and 2. Select and deploy. That was bad. That was pretty bad.
そばにおいでよ。風の旋盤。
誰もつかめ。
私と踊る準備はいい？はあ？回って。
ここまで。これが黒枝の意志。
この舞台をもっと眩しく。はあ？運命のフィナーレを後悔できる時間を大切にね。はあ？一緒に悪いことする。
風を吹くわよ。風が立つわ。境界線を引くのはこの私だから。そこが不和取り除く。
Okay. Let's keep it that way. Yes.
私が来た。颯のごとく。気が多いぞ。神気がたぎる。無限。
きれいさっぱり。
任用天下。
私とゲームをしよう。我が名はヨマのかなりです。
どうぞせい。知れ。邪水滅殺。
Yes, we're rivals. Well, thank you for the follow. How you doing?
一心。任せておけ。颯のごとく。
花火大会だよ。死神インパクト。キラハンスマッシュ。
気が多いぞ。
Oops, not what I wanted to do.
流れを払う。
一瞬だ。響き合う魂の歌。深淵に落ちて。
流れを払う。任用創生。はい。
君を忘れないよ。はあ。君の鼓動聞こえるよ。風向きが変わる。私の番。境界線を引くのはこの私だから。さあ、お前のさ、別れをつけた。真理に向き合う。取り除く。その程度。私と踊る準備はいい？さあ、この輝きに触れない方がいいよ。君に運命のフィナーレを。回って行くわ。風の方向を聞いて。ここまで。
Yay! We did it! How about data? Of course we have you there. And then it's pretty okay all around. Ugh. Now we got this one, which I'm not really looking forward to. So in the first one, we probably want to go what? Probably want to go. Where's Astra? Astra, yeah. Lighter. I mean, lighter's not really doing much for damage, but it's the only stunner I have right now. We select that. Why not? Let's give you these. What was the combo for Pyroids? So it was S, so down, bottom top, and then right. Okay. Bottom top right. Okay, deploy. Oh, come on. Okay, let me retry that. Now that I know they're gonna be flying away like that.
ャンピオンが来てやったぞ。
ぶった切って一緒に剣を取ろう。
そうだ、俺に頼っておけ。想像し
響き合う魂の歌。
争いはなくならない。
圧倒してやろう。
どうでしょう。一気当選。
ぶった切って
燃えてるか。
Oh, fuck, that's not what I wanted to do.
消えることのない炎。さあ上げてくよ。烈日よ、天へと昇れ。
いただきだ。ピンチヒッター。
Oh, crap.
一掃して一緒に剣を取ろう。真っ二つにして消えることのない炎。
この拳に誓って。
圧倒してやろう。
Oh well, couldn't get the 8. You don't even get the A. So in this team, we want to use... Right, because ideally, I probably try to use something fire here. Then in this team, I actually use Shao.
私と一曲。
It is for me. I don't know how hard it actually is, but it is for me. Wee. Uh-oh. Wrong waifu. Do we want to use Xiao, Lucy, and Yishuang? There we go.
わたわた
Da, du, du, da, du, du, da, du, du, da. Wee.
私が来た養子を共に滅す命ずる無限気が多いぞ
I just remembered that she doesn't even have like proper like discs. Whoops. Well, at least I got A in this one. Maybe I shouldn't have done that there. Alright, this team's not that far from us. Maybe someday. Maybe soon. Maybe if I actually level up the Lucia's effects. These thingamajiggas. Whatever they're called in this game. Big maybe. So how far away was I? The 23k? Okay, it's not that bad. All things considered. Can probably bump these up a little bit more. The damage. As well as the days. Also, reading her skills could also help. Knowing what she does. Let me check. Next. I'll reset the room later. Alright. So these teams shall do okay.
賢明な選択。
私とい
ああ、わかった。
わたわた。
わたみた。
Well, let's go.
君の鼓動聞こえるよ。風が立つわ。
言い残しつかまえた。もう追い詰めた。これで一本。聞ける。取り除く。笑うお別れ。
落ちていく君を忘れないよ。はあ。はっ。これはソロ。ふっ。はっ。君に運命のフィナーレを。
Alright, I think these are all with her.
永遠になる。
Hopefully it works out anyway.
もっとそばにおいでよ。
これがクローダの意志。境界線を引くのはこの私だ。そこが進化の魔物だ。私の番。風の戦団。
この舞台をもっと眩しく。
言い残した結果はもう定まった。お前の所見私が取り行う。
リズムが乱れてきた。
最後の結果。
Oh no, my stun window.
大切にね。
Hey Mark, how are you doing?
だからまた羽ばたくの。一緒に悪いことするか。
行くば。
What's that? How you doing today? I mean, we actually got us here. Not bad. By 6k. Yay. Woohoo. The other two were ass, but doing good. Got some coffee too. Congratulations, by the way, on getting the 1,000 the over 1,000 likes on the auto. Wasn't called. What was it called? The one that you were saying that it's the least popular. You know, that you wasted a good idea. And they good. It's tough. You know, once you become a full-time influencer, please remember, you know, please don't forget about me. Like, Rush, who the fuck is that guy? Hey, how you doing, Orange? What's up? I'm scoring Deadly Assault. I haven't even tried this yet. This is the first time that I tried the fifth stage. The only reason I did it's because I finally have 3 teams. Orange. It's the first time that I have 3 teams. And they're not even finished yet, because Pyro is going to be doing better, and right now the supports that I have for him is Astrogel and Lighter for stuns. And Lucia, well, Lucia is not even, like, she's not even done yet. I don't have this unlocked yet. I actually went in with the discs like these. Brush? Who's Brush? Brush? What was this? What's this dude? He's an annoying guy. How you doing, Orange? I'm bored, no. And laying around a weapon, and her attack still 3 times. I don't know. I have no idea how she's doing. Or do you mean um Remiel? Sounds familiar? Yeah, I know, right? What kind of coffee you drinking? If you pull her weapon? Oh yeah, I did get her weapon. Black no bullshit. Maybe close to 5K. I don't know. Like my discs, I think they're decent. Like some of them, like this is not fully leveled up because I'd like to try to get a one that's better than this. But yeah, you don't add shade to it. The way that I see it, if it's gonna taste bad anyway, why bother? Just look kind of fun. I love her animations. I love her loop. And once you get the you know, the I don't know what to call it, dude, the power that she does when she comes back in. Then you do that, then you do the ult, then you do the charge basic attack, and then you do the charge skill again. I like the animation flow. Combat readiness, agent skills. Oh yeah, this isn't even like maxed out now that I think about it. You can add a flavor creamers and make it taste good, but I ain't it. So the only coffee that I drink that I'm okay with the taste of, it's one that's called bonbon. That it's condensed milk with coffee. Not really coffee with, you know, bonbon. I like that if you're playing her properly, she's just constantly posing for the camera. Yeah. She's just constantly posing for the camera, and I think that's really fun. That shit's all sugar. Yeah, I know, but I don't drink it. You know, I only drink it every now and then. We maybe go to a coffee shop. We don't really go to coffee shops that often. Um, and usually when we go, I just drink water. But every now and then, you know, my wife, she likes it when I share like a coffee with her or whatever. So I get one of those because it's the only one that I can tolerate and the only one that I'm kind of okay paying for. I like that you're playing. I don't know if that's duration for the game, but Time will tell. I think it's I don't think it's gonna be the direction for the game, because if you look at the horse lady, like they're very different. I think this is something that you're doing. They're just doing with Ramil because, well, I mean, she's she's the main character of the update. Recent characters do a lot more pause for the pose and the camera attacks. Yeah, but like if you look at it right, look at it this way, right? Like, yeah, Velina has one of those, but it's just one, right? And then Promea, she doesn't really get in the way. She doesn't really, like, the camera doesn't move that much for her. By the way, look at that. Look at that, Mogaku. They're clipping. The thighs are clipping. Look at the hold up, can we get the camera? No, can we let's V, I think? Right? Look at the arm thingies, the sleeve thingies. They're clipping into the side. Look at that. Trash game, dude. $1 billion in the company. Damn, you can really like go into it. I'm not a huge fan of the waistline, because it's kind of built like she has a corset, but it's open. It's open there. The most shameless design they've made to date. I'm okay with it. I don't really care, dude. Like, if the characters are fun to play, I don't really care what they look like. If they're fun to play, they're fun to play. You know. I know, like, endless like game, like, player base. It's mostly gooners, but I don't give a fuck. I don't care, dude. I played Brandos 2 until it got to whatever. That Brandos do go to a point that they were releasing so many things that it's like I don't even like. Is this useful in any way for me right now? Do I need it? So I ended up just pulling because of dopamine, because I wanted to get a dopamine hit. Yeah. She's very bouncy. Right? Let me show you Mogaku. She's very bouncy. Retraining. Select.
私と一曲
Ramiel.
あら
Velina. Promea.
任
Select.
せておけ
Deploy. She's very bouncy. Alright, I probably need to make it so... first of all, enemy level. I don't think this matters too much. Just let's go like that. Invulnerability, there we go. And then limited energy, enable. Right? And now we go like that. And then, so here's the first one. It's like, oh, look at me. Then we swap.
風の方向
And now let me charge her up. Alright, there we go.
準備は
It's like, look at me. Wee. And then again, look at me. Wee. And then again, look at me. And I didn't do her ult. But yeah. I don't know. She's fun. I like her. I like the way she came out. The only thing that I'm not too happy about, it's the outfit. Like, I don't really care too much for these, because I don't know why she looks this way. Like, I don't know what's the quote-unquote lore reason as to why it looks like this. Because I much rather have the I much prefer the what's the name? The black dress skin, like this one. I like this one a lot better. View, can we
プロと
yeah,
素
see? I like this one
人は
better.
どっちが好きかな
Also, the wings came out great. Your emo side? Yeah. And then this is like another skin they made for her because of summer. And we click on... Yeah, maybe. Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't care. Like, I'm sure there's people that are gonna like this one a lot better because you know how a lot of people, like a lot of the people that play gacha games, they want to marry their waifu. So this is the closest thing to a wedding dress that I think they could come up with. Because it looks like, if you like look at it like quickly, you know, you blur your eyes, your vision a little bit, like it kind of looks like a wedding dress. You know, it's the kind of like vibes they're going for. It's the same thing. No, it's not the same thing, right? So if you like let's press B, right? Like look at the front, and then we take a look at the shop view. Right now, this has the, I don't know, pareo. I don't know what this is called in English. You know, and it doesn't have the dingly bit from the boobs that she has here. You see, like those things. How much is that in real money? It put a dot between the, you know, after the first two numbers, and that's what it is. Not really, but I mean close to that. Like supposedly, so this is 2,350. The way that I look at it, it's like, oh, this is $23. Not really, because 23. So if you get this one right here, you're gonna get almost 4,000. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's about like 13 bucks. Like right now, if I buy this one, no, it's a little bit more than that because I already have 600. Because you get the monochromes from like buying the monthly VIP thingy, and I got it, like I bought it twice now. So I got 600, and if I get this one, that will be 17.8. So yeah, these two will get me to this. Now, if you buy just one, which you can, you could just buy one. It's a lot cheaper. So 13.50, yeah, if you buy this one, you get 1700. No. No, you get 1900. 1900? 1700. 1900? Yeah, you get 19.6, right? 19, yeah, 1960. So it's more like, if it's the first time you buy this thing, it's more like like $8. Yeah, I don't like this one. I don't really care for this one. Since I have the 600, I might actually buy this one, but I don't know. I just don't. I don't know. I just don't like it white. I don't really care. I don't really care for it, and all the like the curly things, and I don't care. This one looks a lot better. The white and black dresses do contrast nicely, which plays into the whole two-sided part of their personality. Yeah. Well, is it really like two parts of her personality? Again, like, I don't know the lore, dude. I don't know why she's wearing these. Like, I'm sorry, this one. Like, I don't really know, and I haven't really like bothered learning about any of that. But yeah, like, I don't know. I don't really see much value on the summer skin. I think the summer skin is kind of like a side thing that decided to work on. That it's like, hey, you know what? Maybe we'll do something simple for summer, and then we just slap it into the other one and make it cheap. You know? What's BPD? Kudos to them, though. For modeling 2 sets of boobs for her. Oh, bipolar disorder. Yeah, probably. But yeah, kudos to them for modeling 2 sets of boobs, because this one has the squish, and this one doesn't.
アイスクリームもう夏だね。ああ、初めて会った時のことまだ覚えてる？
For the super whales, there's a special menu. Where's that comment? Hold up. Dude, I don't understand. Like, Orange, I see... Like, I don't see your last message on the YouTube side, but I see it on my meld. So for the super whales, there's a special menu themes and dynamic wallpapers for spending like $200 on her. I didn't pay too much attention to that. Because, yeah, like that comment is not showing up. Like the YouTube is weird, it's showing up, but the one that you said about the $200, it's not. It's not there. So it's what, the festival invitation? No, where was that? When are we getting these, by the way? Channel not available yet. Oh, in 20 days. I'm getting you, Dialong, whatever her name is. Alright, take your time, Mogaku. But, wait, what was that? Maybe YouTube doesn't like you bad. No, I don't think YouTube minds. I don't really think YouTube minds. Where was that, dude? Festival invitation? I know I claimed something because I did, like, I got the monthly pass, and then I got a notification like, hey, you get this back. No, it's not these. No. Let me out. Is it these? No, it's not these. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what it is. Outfit set. No, it's not it. Is it this one? There we go. This, right? I don't like it. If this is how it looks kind of crappy, not gonna lie. This looks pretty. I don't want it for me, but it looks pretty. I'll give them that much. This has like a MySpace vibe to it. I mean, you not only, this is not the only thing you're getting, mind you. I wouldn't recommend to anybody to spend like this amount of money into you know, just to get these things. But hey, at the very least, you also get a like a limited agent, right? Reaches the max level, you will receive one special, and you get 2 of these. So, you know, yeah, that's a Winamp skin. That's what it is. Dude, the good old days of Winamps. The good old Winamp days. Best music player ever. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry, but yeah, I mean, again, you get one of these. Not too terrible, you know? $200 is a lot of money, but... And you also get their weapon, right? And what is this? When performing advanced tuning in the music store... I think this is one of the most miserable things. Like, you only get 2 of these. Make it 20, please. You know? Like, at the very least, make it 20. I think this is fine, but make it 20. Yeah, that's whale territory. Like, I'm okay with, like, you have to be okay with these sort of things, because whales are the reason why we're able to play these games, right? If you enjoy the game, you kind of have to be okay with these type of things. Oh. Oh, by the way, you said Deadly Assault. I wasn't trying Deadly Assault. I was trying Shield Defense. So what do we have here? None, none. And then here, Eyes and Ether. And then here we have... Yeah, the last stage it requires 3 teams. And then on this one, it's Ether. So we're gonna use... if there are 2-3 agents in the squad with a normal specialty, the agent increases by 10%, it's increased damage. Okay, so we go for these here. And now in this team, we probably want to go with... Hold up. What exactly do I want to do here then? I don't like it that I can't swap freely and quickly among them. So this is suitable for agents with anomaly specialty, right? So they want me to use their meal team here. And then on this one, with either damage dealt to plus enemy with attribute, by attribute anomaly is increased by 50% while it turns destroyed against 300 performance points up to a maximum of 5,000. Then I don't know what exactly, like, what should I go for here? And then on this one, when dealing sufficient damage to the boss enemy, like comparable with trigger weapons if breaking the boss. So this is just damage, just pure damage. So I guess I since these benefits disorders, I guess I can go with Parois and Lighter here, and that should trigger disorder. Maybe. And then I run like this, and we go Remy, Belina, and Promea with you, right? Safe. And then on this one, we probably want to go... No, thank you. We definitely want to go... I mean, we're gonna try going with these, and then use... Where you at? Astrial, Lighter, Herois, whatever. And then in this one, we go with Shao like that, I guess. Well, I'll go for the one that I like the least first. I'll go 2, 3, 1. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, that's not what I wanted to do, but sure. Not what I wanted to do.
一緒に剣を取ろう
Still not good at doing the swaps.
消えることのない炎捕まえるよ
I'm going to use my free card installation of Lucia or get them one for Gen. Well, in my case, I went for Lucia because, well, like I have Jishuang.
私の歌がついてるよ圧倒してやろう烈日よ天へと昇れ
Oh no, I didn't have enough. Hello? Did the timer run out? I don't know what happened. Did I die? I don't know. I don't really understand this mode too well. Anyway, I think I just need to get 6 stars, right? So basically I need to get 2 and 3. If I get 2 here and 3 here, I get all the rewards. So, let's hope. Also, how much do you use Jane? Like, if it's your carry and you don't need any other team, then go for Jane. If you don't have any use for Lucia, then, you know, why bother?
甘い良心を共に滅すはい邪魔くさいやつだ
Hey, Whoop, how you doing? Weren't you here when I think you were here when I did the pulls. Hey Yogi, what's up?
遅い運用創生知れ周期もはや名数は尽きた
Am I doing? I'm doing okay. Hot as fuck. So,
危険だ
yeah, I do love some Jane. Lucia will basically replace Pan as a support for G1. Well, if you have that team and you think that you know, it could be doing better, sure. Oh. I don't like this fight.
実施 融合の背合わせ
You think you missed it? I mean, maybe you weren't here. I'm not sure. I did them at the beginning of the stream.
そろそろ決めろ 気をゆるどうとす
Yeah, I got Ramiel in maybe like 50 pulls, and then I got her weapon as well. pretty quickly. What am I doing, dude? I don't know what I'm doing in this fight. Which means that I'm gonna be able to get Dailin, Dailon, whatever her name is. I'm trying to max. What's your family doing? I don't understand how to play. What am I supposed to do? Should probably read her skills. Okay, I don't think I'm getting 2 stars here.
邪魔くさいやつだ。気が多い。
With Lucia? Yeah, I have no idea how to play her.
颯のごとく。具現。私が来た。引用創生。
Yeah, some good luck finally, dude.
神気がたぎる。
Let's come on. We're almost there. Oh no, it's okay. Yeah, we got it. Fine, fine, fine. We got it. We got this 2 stars. That's all I wanted. I don't really care what happens now. Gameplay is basically feel her bear,
危ないぞ。
and she gets the dreaming screen effect. You swap out over the other agents will continue attacking from upfield. No, yeah, that part I get, but the ult I don't get it. I don't understand what to do with because she hops onto these like dream monster, and then it just kind of like, you know, runs. I don't understand. I don't know. Should probably read the skill. Running towards the enemy, or like I don't know what I'm supposed to do there. Please, I should be able to get the 3 stars here. Come on, come on, give me the 3 stars. Yeah, the bar and the off field part I get it, but it's the other you and Lucia. You know, yeah, I'm about Lucia right now. I mean, but it's not really Lucia's like issue. It's my issue that I didn't even like bother trying to learn how to play her.
大丈夫。任せて。ガーラ、捕まえ。ここまで。
この舞台を
Maybe this was too soon.
君に運命のフィナーレをほっほっえいもっとそばにおいでよ
これで一本。はっ。風の旋動。
Oh, this thing blocked my ult. Oh, it's the first time that I see this sequence. I have no idea what the timing is. Yeah, I'm gonna do this right now. Right now. Oh, maybe I should have. I don't think I got stunned. No, I didn't. Sad.
後悔できる時間を
I'm gonna get it now.
大切にね回って平気よ
すぐ静かになるよ。はあ。動きを封じる。はっ。視覚を奪う。威力が足りなかったか。言い残す大枠だ。これが黒枝の意志。
落ちていく君を忘れないよ
Wee, let's go again.
だからまた羽ばたくのえい君の鼓動聞こえるよ
そろそろ起きなきゃ。風の方向を聞いて。
Yeah, I already got the 3 stars. Great.
結果はもう定まった急いで取り除くここまで
この舞台をもっともっと
Yeah. Ramiel makes it so easy.
動きを封じるお前の処刑を私が取り行う
すぐ終わこの輝きに触れない方がいいよ
Dude, I wasn't even paying attention if I got the trigger for the other one of these.
ターン
その風は過去を下すあなたもよ
Alright. Great. I mean, Ramiel is fucking broken. She's gonna be on for the whole patch, right? For the 6 weeks. Because if I get lucky with Dylan's banner and I get her early, maybe I'll try to pull for the M1. Yay, give them all to me. First time that I ever get these things. I'm okay with not getting these. Adversity mode? Oh, there's another mode? Yeah, no, thank you. Going all 6 weeks, I think she's getting swap secret in 3 weeks. Let me see. I mean that's really easy. She's got 40 days. No, yeah, she's gonna be around. Oh, but hold up. The other banners. That's developing bit. No, is where's the other banners? In 20 days. Right. No, okay, so yeah. Yeah, these banners, they come up. I tried to get her. And well, I get her because like I'm gonna have enough to get her right away. But if I get her early, then I'll probably give it a go to I'll give it a go to try to get the like the M1. I don't know how good it is, but kind of feels like, you know, will be a good thing to do. Although saving for the I don't know, her girlfriend, the one that she's fighting with, would also be smart. It's hard to justify adding her to any of my teams. Well, it is my understanding, I could be wrong, but it is my understanding that she's the prime stunner for Jishuang.
役を払いたく
So
ば
like the idea that Jishuan's stream team is Lucia and Dylan.
来たか役を来たか役を払いたくば
So then I can have Jishuan, Lucia, Dylan, then Ramiel,
また
Velin, and Promea. And then I can keep well, I don't really know what I'm gonna keep. Because I still need like a good stunner for another good stunner. I mean, I gotta say for Thumbbringer, she's the must-have play since before the game came out. Thumbbringer, that's the one that fights against Ramiel, right? I hate this notification, dude. I hate it so much. There's a fight. Okay, yeah. But yeah, that's the one that I was saying that, you know, maybe I could save for her instead. Because the M1, what do we do with the M1? So upon entering the battlefield, Ramel gains 3 special void flares in investigation zone mode. The fuck? You know what? I don't mind Dream Why. Let's skip this song. I don't mind this song. When entering the battlefield, Ramiel gains 3 special void flares. In investigation zone, the effect can trigger once every 180 seconds when Ramiel triggers Luminous to deal damage. She ignores 50% of the target all attribute res. When using a ZZZ, she gains 200 decibels. This effect can trigger once every 18 seconds while Ramiel's in the phase flow state. Other squad members do an anomaly increase. I mean, it's a very good M1. I mean, it sounds like it's a very good M1. Let me Google her, guys. Well, then who's the other character? Hold up. Who's the one that I'm talking about? Let me see if I can see a picture. She's an I think I'll be going for that lane. But I picked up Jane from the freebie. Let's go. Let's go. I'll be honest with you. I'm not too psyched about the idea of getting that lane, but I do. Again, I don't pull for character value. Like I don't pull for character. I pull for value. Like the only reason why I pull for Ramiel, it's because I already have these two. If I didn't have an anomaly team, I wouldn't have pulled for Ramiel. Or if I wasn't working on an anomaly team, I wouldn't have pulled for Ramiel. If I had Yuzuha, I wouldn't have pulled for Ramiel. Because even though Ramiel is better than Yuzuha, it's not worth it. All the I would probably do the, you know, every time that there's a banner that a character releases that I might use or that it might be a small improvement over what I have, I throw 20 pulls at it. And if I get it, I get it. If I don't get it, then that's it. But if, for example, if Ramiel was a crit DPS, I would have probably passed. Because I already have 2 crit DPS, and their teams are not done. Anyway, let me see, who am I talking about, dude? Who am I talking about? What's the name of the horse lady? Ingrid? Secret. Cake scene. All right, let's see. Let me show. Can we show these? So who's this? Who's Lynn Verne? Because she looks like Sunbringer or whatever. I suppose not the same. They just have horns. Yeah, she looks like a baby Sunbringer. Yeah, she's the one that I was talking about. Okay, so if she's not that character, I thought they were the... Again, I don't really pay too much attention to the lore of this game. I'm just playing it, number one, because honestly, the main reason why I like this game is because I appreciate it as a 3D modeler. So I play it as a kind of like a study thing, you know? Like I look at animations, I look at the, you know, the way that they make the models, and I try to study it and I try to apply it to my models as much as I can. or I would like to do that at some point, you know. But I don't pay attention to the game other than that. I just play the game because, well, I don't know, lights, pretty lights and pretty effects, and the sounds are good. And now they've actually streamlined the game flow, so it's not a mess, because it was a mess when the game came out. I've been breaking it down in my game dev Obsidian Dog, trying to and figure out how to fix the issues with it. You've been breaking it. You've been breaking down Send Lesson Zero story. Dude, I wish this thing didn't like. I don't like having it. I don't like having like going into this thing every day to deal with this. They haven't added Remiel to the dating thing, right? The presentation and pacing problems they have with the story. Oh yeah, I don't like. Again, I wouldn't know what you're talking about, because like my number one rule is that I can't expect the story of a gacha game to be good. So I don't judge a gacha game by its story. I don't judge any game by the story, but even less so for gacha games. Making me think of Final Fantasy 14 as well. Like supposedly the story's great. I cannot believe that the story's great, because it must have incredibly bad pacing issues, because it's a MMO that needs to be releasing parts of the story little by little. They need to prolong it as much as possible. Interesting story in my own game, so I'm examining where sounds flat. So, well, the same thing that I said with Final Fantasy 14, I think Senless on Zero is faltering due to the fact of, that it has a release schedule. It has a business model. If you're doing a single player game, I don't think you need to worry about that. If you're working on your own game and it's not a game that it's meant to be done as a live service, that the story it's meant to, be stretched as much as possible so it's the most profitable to you, I don't think you need to worry about that. And I don't know how many answers you're gonna find in that quest that you're on right now. Because I don't think you could equate. You can't compare uh, a gacha game and the game that you're making, because the game release model, the story release, the business release model, whatever you want to call it, it's a huge influence. It's a huge factor when it comes to like how well the story's told. Because you got to keep in mind that they are. I will have to assume that the way that MiHoYo is doing things and most gacha games are doing things, I guess, if they're working on a version by version schedule, is that they need to find a way to make a story that it's decent enough and it's stretchable enough in the span of 1 year. So they have to stretch the story throughout 1 year and make it consumable enough. So it's not. I don't know, man. I don't really know. How you doing, Polybits? How was the end of your game? There's still a part of me that wants. No, that's perfectly fine. I don't think there's like the only reason why I said what I said is because I think it might. I'm not sure how much success you're gonna get on the quest of. Let me see what's wrong with this, so I don't commit so I don't make these mistakes. Let me see what's wrong with this, so it doesn't happen to my game. That's the only thing that I'm not sure if it's actually going to be like a a good investment of your time, I guess. But if you're doing it just because you want to understand, that's, I mean, dude, study away.
都会ってやっぱお偉いさんだらけ？
The halfway point of the rhythm game.
緊張しない？
Wait, I always thought that those games were like kind of like endless, right? We're like, hey, oh well, there she is. I was I was googling her, and there she is. I always thought that those games you could play them over and over and over again, kind of like, you know, a Guitar Hero game, stuff like that. I love this scene. I've seen clips of this scene. I think the Zenless Zone Zero Studio like, are doing great when it comes to the you know, the animations and the how much expression the characters have. Who's the blonde supposed to be? Bernie's?
いやいや、
Kinda endless, but there's an ending. Okay. You're gonna keep playing after you beat the game?
まるで手品のようです。実に。今日は正式
There's no
とい
end.
うわけではないもの。
There's no end. You will play till the day you die.
どうしたの？
You gotta go? Okay, Orange. Have a good time. Thank you so much for stopping by, dude. Always great seeing you. Stay safe. And drink water.
シグリッドさんが冷静に対処してくれたからだよ。
I've always been interested in that game, Polbits. And I guess I played one of those games in, I believe it was the DS, that a friend of mine had it. But I've never had one of those games myself. Even one, you know, in the 3DS era, right? Like you could like hack your 3DS. I had like my 3DS was hacked, so I could get my DS was hacked. Did I hack? Yeah, I hacked my 3DS as well. One of the most stressful things that I've ever done, dude, because I did it myself. Because I was like, I'm not gonna pay $200 for someone to do this. I spent 8 hours hacking the 3DS, hoping that it, you know, hoping that it didn't break. Break, same thing, same result. Although I was hacking it for, yeah, I wasn't hacking it because I wanted to play pirate games. I was hacking it because I couldn't get a capture card and I wanted to stream. That was actually the first time that I ever streamed in 2016. If you can check the age of my channel, it's going to say that it's probably in the second half of 2016, maybe, I don't know.
ノルムに引っ張られて
And I streamed for a month. I was streaming Pokemon, and I wanted to stream Pokemon, but the only way for you to get a capture card installed into your 3DS was to send,
私たちも
I believe it was just at the time you had to send the 3DS to Japan, I believe, or like somewhere, China, I don't know. And then they will do it for you,
そうだね。
and then they will send you, you know, the console with
それじゃ
the capture card installed. Or the other way to do it was to hack the 3DS, install a custom firmware, get a, I believe it was a high-speed router, and then that way you could stream through Wi-Fi, and that's how I was streaming.
合金性って書いて
Wasn't great. I was streaming at maybe like 20 FPS, 20 something FPS, but it was fun.
たまに
I only did it for 1 month though.
大きなモニュメントが見えるけど
Of course, I'm never doing something like that again. How am I doing, by the way? 50 pulls, okay. It'll be enough for Thailand.
見間違いじゃなかっ
Yeah, me either.
た。やっぱりチェス盤だわ。
Been here.
もう何年指してないかしら。
Me either. Para que mires la...
私もすっかりご無沙汰。あの頃
Trubia.
みんなボードゲームが好きだ。
リン
But anyway, yeah, thing is, I've never really played those games. I have a friend that he has played them. I believe he has it. I'm not sure.
どこに行こうか。
The last rhythm game that I played... I don't remember what the name of the game is. I think it was a free game that's, you know, someone released. It lasts about an hour or something like that. One of those like up and down rhythm games that you have 2 lanes and you have to do the thing. But anyway, yeah, generally speaking, I just don't like giving like Nintendo money. So I try my best to not do it.
よりによって。ガラガラ市場はギアストリートにあるんだったね。
And only get the games that I really know, like that I really know that I really want.
が完了しました。
Probably my way through the game today. Don't know if it's because of the capture card. There was a delay. I don't know what was the like, you know, what was the deal with the delay, but like there was something going on because I remember that you were voicing your actions, but they were coming up late. What capture card do you have? Because I don't know, maybe you could look up, you know, look it up, see if it's an issue with your capture card or something. I'm gonna try playing handheld mode later because the game said there is no delay in them, but there shouldn't be any delay in any mode though. Another issue could be, I remember back in the day, right, in the GameCube days, I used to play a lot of like Super Smash Brothers Melee,
世界さん。
and me and my friends, we would always play on CTR TVs because there was always a like a weird lag, input lag with LCDs. They could also be your monitor, maybe. I don't think if I did, I didn't understand it as such. Like everything that I saw made me think that you were playing a rhythm game. And since it, you know, it's oh, never mind. The last time that I played a rhythm game was the the drum one, the Japanese drum one.
まさかブーアストラムの下に
What is it called?
こん
I
な
have
空
it.
間が広がってるなんて。
Ah,
寒流区。構造や名前からしてブーアストラムの水道循環システム。目的
you know the one I'm talking about?
前方エレベーターの使用を推奨。街の地下にポンプのギャングが潜んでるとはね。
Yeah, that one. But my wife bought it for me for as a Christmas present, and I see that it still makes me sad that I can't really play it because it's too loud,
そこのロボットを操作すればいけるかも。
too loud, and it upsets me. It's yeah. Because you have to hit it really hard. Because the freaking like drum thing, it's not really well designed. So you have to hit it really hard, both in the center and the borders. You have to hit them really, really hard, and the sound they make is really loud. And I don't like making sounds.
やっぱいけそう。この細い道から降りてみよっか。吊り橋のスイッチが見当たらない。体当たりでいけるかな。
Eventually, I did see on TikTok that there were some people that had like a custom drum, and they were actually like hitting it with drumsticks, not the freaking logs that the game comes with. Wait, okay, I have to go this way. So if I had that, maybe, but I don't know. I still don't know. It's still loud. There's an option to calibrate on the count of 4. Press the A button. Can we please?
カナロボット、思ったより
But yeah,
悪くないね。
I understand there's always been like a small delay, but
ヤングのボンプはいつもこんな時よ。
but it shouldn't be unplayable.
このまま降りていいの？
Because at that point it's kind of a scam.
そうだし、
Like, hey,
これで行こう。
you can't really play it's a rhythm game. If the delay is so bad that you can't properly do the rhythm, then you can't play the game.
あのスイッチも体当たりで押しちゃえ。
On TV it's just fine. Then it's probably your monitor. Okay.
近くで
It's just screen LCD, LED, like what? Okay, there you go. See, yeah, that's it. Mystery solved. It's a screen.
この配電盤。 よし、
Enough
これで
said.
敵は治ったかな。
It's a screen. Time to buy a big booty PTR TV. Polly. Big booty TV. You artists can stay in the beds. I like them, dude. Back in the day. I always hated LCDs. I always thought that the quality wasn't worth the change. Like them too. I don't like the space they take. When I was a kid, one of those fell on me. I think it was me. Hey, Zeus. What's up, dude? How's it going? Oh. I managed to get all the polychrome rewards on Deadly Assault. I didn't get them all on the what's it called? What's it called? The other one. I can't check here. I think Mr. Yushin. Oh, he beats the shit out of Sentinels here, you know. I got that shit bad beaten out on me in one of the stages though. But yeah, dude, what's it? It's Deadly Assault, and what's the name of the other mode? GU Defense. There we go. GU Defense. On that one, I didn't beat all 3 stages. Only one of them. I think I got 3 stars, 2 stars, and then 1 star. Alright, hold up. I don't like this song. Dude, I think I'm looking forward to the game for game that's coming out in 4 days. Probably gonna play that one. You can't even do all 5. I get up to the second and then boom, no more. Well, I got to the point that yeah, like I was able to do the first 4, I do them just fine, and then number 5, I lag behind because one of my teams is not complete, and then my third team is not even a team. 3 characters that I'm kind of putting together that I don't really know if they actually work well with each other. We do 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 do. Look at the sun. With all the characters. Is 1K enough? Wait, but like, would that actually... Oh, well, I suppose, yeah, it will help because you can actually do like recharges, like stamina recharges and stuff like that. Because right now, that's my main issue. I don't have stamina. That's what happens in these games, yeah. You know, the thing is, like, for example, like, I've been playing Honkai Star Rail since day 1. And, you know, in that game for a while now, dude, I want to say maybe, like, since maybe 2 years ago. I haven't had a need to farm for anything. No, I didn't get Rin. I'm not a big fan of the Fate series. I do have Archer E1 though. I have Archer E1 with his signature Lycon. And it only cost me 20 pulls. Archer came out and I was like, let's drop 10 and see what we get. And I got 1 copy of him. And then I was like, all right, let me drop 10 in the on the weapon banner, and I got the weapon. I should probably get Rin, but I want to have enough for Ashbale.
平気よすぐ静かになるわ。
Ashbale. Ashbale? The guy with the demon puppy? No idea. Oh, you don't play. Do you play HSR? I don't like playing this team. I don't like playing with pyros.
よし全部
Let me
叩
see.
いてね
Asheville is this guy. He a pimp? I guess so. Yeah, he has a demon puppy. Get to your messages? What happened? What do you mean you can't say H? Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Anyway, yeah, I'm saving my pulls for that character. Alright, let me see. What do you mean you can't say H? Oh, okay, let me allow that. No, the Automon being Automon, I freaking hate it. Too sensitive.
意地っ張りって誰のことレミエル
I've always tried to
さあ誰だろうね
having no be not be so intrusive, but
先頭はお願いねレミエルはいはい黒騎士さん
oh, I'm not running. Like I'm doing the story. I don't know if I can change the
こ
theme.
れくらい
No, I cannot.
だんだん息が合ってきたね黒騎士さん行くぞそりゃもう頑張ってるからね
Yeah, I don't like I don't like him. Not my style.
期待に応えさせてあっと片付いた進もっか体力ないなあそんなんじゃ落第だよプロ騎士さんあそこトビーの記録
Now, if he didn't look the way that he looks, or it looks, I don't know. I suppose it's gender neutral. But if it didn't look the way that it looks, probably, you know, I would like it a little bit more.
トビーの残留メーテルに酷似した反応を検知つまり犯人はこのメカでトビーを襲ったんだねレミエル完全には壊さないで犯人の手がかりだから無茶言うなあもう分かったよ
Should have ulted first.
境界線を引くのはこの私だ
But anyway, the thing about the stamina, yeah. Like, I don't know what is it about this game that, I don't know if it's that they require too much, I'm not really sure. But, like, I don't recall suffering this much with, Honkai. Or even Genshin. Because, like, in Genshin, the biggest bottleneck, the biggest issue for leveling up characters, it's the fact that you needed materials from the world. Like you needed flowers and stuff like that, and you had to visit somebody like other people's worlds to get the materials, because there was a daily limit that you could get.
静止画みたい。嘘。
Now I played Genshin for how long? Maybe like 2 years.
今一瞬だ。
But by the end of it, not even by the end of it, I think I won't even like not that long in. I have materials for almost everything, except the flowers, you know, the stuff like that, the overworld materials that you needed to pick up, and that you had a limit of every day. And you had to then like be like, hey, can I join your world and pick up these flowers? I hated myself more than the game itself. I didn't hate myself. I stopped playing the game because I didn't like the direction that it was taking. And I didn't like the fact that I was playing Honkai at the same time, and Honkai already had a bunch of quality of life that we had been wanting in Genshin for the longest time, and they didn't even bother adding them. And to this day, that's still the case. So, like, I'm super happy that I stopped playing Genshin Impact. I still had fun with it at the beginning. All right, you have a good time, Muggy. I'll see you later. Good luck with what you have going on in life.
あんな悲しそうなレミエール。
But yeah, in this game, I do feel like it would be nice if they were a little bit more loose with their resources. Like, it will feel better for people that are just joining the game or trying to catch up. And I don't really think they will lose anything if they give out a little bit, you know, a little bit more materials. I wouldn't mind to have a little bit more of, you know, money, like Senny, Denny, whatever it's called in this game.
メアリー。
And it would be nice if so something really good about Honkai, it's like in Honkai, characters still need these like world boss you can only do once a 3 times a week
たちと合流しよう。
materials. But you have multiple ways of getting
この
them
夜、オフィスに戻ってすぐ。
that do not require stamina. And I say, like, mind you, I say that without actually knowing how I'm getting them, because I am getting them, and I'm not farming for them. I don't remember the last time that I did a world boss in Honkai.
はい。これタオル。
So yeah, building up a character in Honkai is so much easier than in Genshin and Sendless. So much easier.
講師グループ
I don't know, honestly, you know,
一緒に
like
現れた時は
Genshin, the game turned into if you didn't drop 200 every patch to get a new character, you're not have.
不快になるなんて。
I don't think that's the case. I never had issues in Genshin.
それで
I was always able to beat the MOC,
濡れちゃうからベッドいいから。
and I wasn't really like I was getting. I was doing the monthly pass, and I was getting a few battle passes. I don't think that I was getting every single one of them. It's like Wuwa. I hate Wuwa.
続きは中で話そう。
I dislike Wuthering Wave
韓流区まさか
with an undying fire.
潜めていたとは空準局の捜査網が消え
I think the game is so bad. So bad. I dislike it because number one, they don't give any amount of like pooling resources. Number two, the game is a carbon copy of Genshin. Number three, the combat is ass. The combat is janky as fuck. And again, it's a bad. It's the Temu version of Genshin.
今日お兄ちゃんたちが心配
I dislike it so much, dude. I tried playing it. I've tried playing the game a few times, but it's like, dude, this is so much worse than Genshin.
逃げなかったのだな。ロスビック地区のキャロットは手に入れた。
Yeah, I mean,
約束通り連れて行ってやろう。
in my most humble opinion, Wuthering Waves only became a thing for the same reason that Marvel Rivals is a thing. Marvel Rival is a thing because it's full of haters, people that just hate on Overwatch recreationally. The same way that WoWa is full of people that hate on Genshin recreationally. They really like, you know, the material for the pants, polybits, like they really wanted you to be like, hey, here's an ass. I can't really say anything though, I just don't like Genshin because it fucks me so hard so many times, that's all. No, I'm not trying to say that Genshin is this beautiful game. No, this wonderful game that I love and cherish. No. I quit playing Genshin for a reason. You know, I stopped playing the game for, well, multiple reasons. But I just felt like the game didn't have any future. And, hey, I was right. 4 years later, 3 years later, I don't know how long since I stopped playing. But, you know, the game didn't have any... I don't like Genshin anymore. Because I think Genshin is not a good game. But even taking that into consideration, Genshin is still a better game than Wuthering Waves. Mechanically speaking, technically speaking, I'm not talking. I have no idea how Kuro Studios, Kuro Game Studios, I don't know the actual name of the studio that makes Wuthering Waves is called. I don't know how they actually handle events. I don't know how they actually handle anniversaries. I don't know how they actually handle any of that. What I'm talking about, when I'm talking about Wuthering Waves, is I'm talking about the first 20 or so levels, like account levels of the game. And the experience is worse than Genshin's. I tried joining the game again. I believe it was after the anniversary or something they reworked. I don't know. Somebody told me like, hey, they made Wuthering Waves so much better now. And I tried rejoining the game and I was like, let me start the game with a new account. And I started with a new account and it was the same shit. There wasn't like any kind of like, hey, here's how we change the game and make things, you know, easier and more comfortable to, you know. No, it was the exact same thing that I played when I played the game the first time. The combat was meh. Yeah. You just didn't have anything special. So again, Wuthering Waves eventually could run because people hated on Genshin. Didn't have a single problem about the first... No, I'm not talking about problems. I'm just saying that it was just a carbon copy of the Genshin experience. I'm not saying that I have problems. I just didn't see where it was better than Genshin. Does that make sense? I felt like I was playing just another Genshin game, you know? Just another Genshin clone. I didn't see how it was better. I didn't feel how it was better. And given that I wasn't playing Genshin Impact anymore, and the game didn't offer anything new, anything interesting, anything like even remotely decent to, you know, to make me change my mind on Genshin, I just didn't see a reason to play the game. Right, it's slightly better to you because you hate Genshin with a passion, because of all the bad feelings that you had because of Genshin. But if you remove those feelings, you'll see that it's the same thing, if not worse. And that's why I say that Wuthering Wave is a game that's full of people that like to hate on Genshin recreationally. It's because people that still wanted to play that genre, people that still wanted to play that type of games, but they hated on MiHoYo and the way that they went about Genshin, and you know how much how rewarding they were uh, to the community. Which I'll give you that much. Like MiHoYo, I don't really understand what happens in MiHoYo, because you have 3 different games that they're running. What is that? Okay, thank you. Huh? No, it's fine. Thank you. They have 3 successful games that they're running, but they're running them completely different. Like you have Genshin. Actually, they're running 4. I have no idea what the state of Honkai Impact 3rd is. I haven't really played that game for too long. I have no opinions about that game. But it is amazing to me how they're so stingy with Genshin players and all the quality of life that you can think of and that the player base can want. They implement them to Honkai Star Rail. And then you have Zenless on Zero, which is a game that they release way after Honkai Star Rail. And it doesn't have the quality of life changes that they added to Honkai Star Rail. And it's been 2 years and they haven't fully implemented any of those quality of lives. So that's there's a I don't really understand like why do they have, why is the direction of the 3 games so different? I will say the team for Genshin and are run by 3 different teams. Yeah, they're run by 3 different teams, but I would assume that that's the case. But the philosophy, I suppose, is so different, you know, between all the 3, and that's something that is like, I don't get it. Like if you have a game that it's being like constantly praised for all the quality of life things that they add into the game and the generosity and all those things, like it's the case for HSR, why wouldn't implement any of that? Why would you want to keep your player base suffering like people are, you know, like people is suffering with Genshin Impact? Like I don't understand. It's sadistic. They really want you to be looking at her booty. Because it makes people come back? I don't know, man. Like neither, like not me, not my friends, nobody that I know that, you know, that play Genshin Impact since day 1 and stopped playing. Nobody that I know ever came back. The grass is green over there type of deal, you know? Yeah, I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, that's my reasoning behind my dislike of Wuthering Waves. It's that I also dislike Genshin. I think Genshin is not really a good game. And Wuthering Wave, it's a technically like, again, not putting emotions into the equation. Wuthering Waves, it's a lesser version of Genshin. I just think for Genshin has Wuwa hater and Wuwa is full of Genshin hater. Both have, but the difference is that one came before than the other. You know? And what, you get a bike? Technically speaking, you can also have a bike on Genshin if you get the Fire Archon. What am I doing? If you drop 200 AC, you don't need to, like, so I feel that's a misconception that people like to play around with a lot. The fact that, oh, you know, getting a 5-star is 200 bucks. I never paid 200 bucks for a 5-star. I was just pulling on the things that I actually knew that I wanted. So every single time, in every single gacha game that I've played, every single time that I've wanted a 5-star or a limited character, I've always gotten that character because I always plan, you know, plan around getting it. You know? There's times that I pull on things as I'm like, well, let's see if I get it. You know? The good old building pity. But, I mean, dude, my wife didn't, you know, didn't pay for it and she got the character. I just don't like when people, you know, you make that analogy, you know? Like, like, yeah, whenever people say like, oh, well, if I spend 200 bucks, I can get it. That's not true. At least not entirely true. Yeah, if you paid, you can get it for sure. But if you plan ahead, you can get it as well. I'm not trying to say that you're stupid. I'm just saying that I don't like that analogy. Every Mihoyo and WoW game, if you drop 200. Yeah. That's why I say that it's a wrong argument to make. That being said, if you really hate yourself, go play FGO. Oh, no. I never played that game. Like, number one, I don't like Fate. Number two, I don't like that type of game. Not to mention that I've only heard bad things about that game. It's amazing how long the game has lasted. And, like, so many people hate on the game. But somehow, like, again, dude, it's still alive. Nobody has ever told me, oh, you know what, it's a decent game. No, everybody is like, don't play that game. Don't play it. It is a popular series, I guess, but for me right now, I got Remy, so now my plan is to either get your phone ringing or Fangirl. Wait, what? But anyway, yeah. I've always thought that it was funny. But yeah, I've never had any interest in playing the game simply because I don't like the Fate series. I don't even think it's a good anime. Like I love it how people like all the time they're like, oh no, like the movies, like they have great animation. No, they don't. They don't have any animation, in fact. It's just PowerPoint slides. Why did you stop playing? Yeah, but See, I guess that's my problem. I've never cared for waifu. I've never given a fuck for the waifu material of a character. For how much of a waifu material a character is. I think that's what I'm doing wrong.
注意されよ。突撃構え。
I'm one hell of a soldier. Why? Wait, what do you want me to do? Charge? Well, I'm charging. Press. Oh, I have to. What if I read? Because the story was too dense for a mobile game, I felt the ability. I like the ability to pick up and put down a game since Fate is originally a visual novel series that kept the aspect of the mobile game. A lot of reading. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Like, so you wanted to be invested in the story, it just wasn't comfortable to consume that way.
この声は。ジョイアス君。
That makes sense. The game is not too kind to free to. Well, I mean, it's a different time, right?
エーテリアス。また証拠りもなく。そうかな。エーテリアスも先に引き寄せられてる？
Isn't Fate like one of the first MMO? Not MMOs, I'm sorry, like gacha games that came out?
だけだったりして。小説にも勝る。それじゃ、鍵を取りに行こっか。こんなに長くここ
Yeah.
に残されて。
And Grand Blue is still going. I have a friend that plays.
ベリだよ。
Telling me how your game started to do it. And mind you, they didn't have to. Because there's games that didn't like, they don't have PD. Or at least not actual PD. Like, for example, Uma Musume. Fucking hate the way that Uma Musume goes about the banners. And I found it so funny a couple of days ago, a video on my TikTok feed came up of a guy complaining that he spent 200 pulls on the Uma Musume banner, and he didn't get a single copy of the weapon he wanted, art he wanted, whatever you want to call them. He only got it because he got to the 200 thing that allowed him to exchange for the card. Still not get the character. I mean, dude, people like the other one that's kind of like that is also like Fire Emblems, right?
守護官が元に戻
Fire Emblem Zeros or whatever it's called.
ここまでは順調かな。中も無事だといいね。
We don't talk about that. Why not?
建物全体はもう復元されたので
Why not?
そのはず
What did they do?
ラグがあるのかな。100年以上前の装置だし、多少のカクつきはね。空間は変化してるけど、進む分には問題なさそうだね。このまま前進するとしよう。
Game, can you please let me use my Ramiel?
テリアスが家賃を払ってない
なら出てってくれる？
エーテリアスが多いと思ったが、なるほど、空間が隠れていたのか。
これで最後？もっと手強いのがいるかと思ったのに。
Wee.
任されよ。
I just never fought with the Fire Emblem series like that. I never liked the games, really. Like, I tried them out around the Melee days, right? The Super Smash Melee days, because I like playing with Roy. And I was like, oh, let me check out this game. And I tried playing it on the, I believe it was a Game Boy Advance emulator. I didn't really fall in love with it. And then forever I always avoided that game because I just assumed that I didn't like him. Until Fire Emblem Engage came out. And I was bored, I bought it, I loved it. Don't know how to play Fire Emblem. I'm gonna be playing the Fire Emblem that's coming out in September. Ah.
行こう、リンちゃん。これがロゼッタデータの。
By the way, I want to make clear that I was exaggerating a little bit with my feelings toward Wuthering Waves. I don't think that it's a good game, but I don't hate it. Okay, I have no reason to hate it. I just don't think that it's a good game. And I just find it funny how much drama there is between the Wuthering Waves and the Genshin Impact community. Trying to, like, you know, each side being like, oh no, my game is better, when they don't, like, they just don't realize that they are neck deep in two different piles of the same shit. What's up? Oh no, they're gonna dance. Ramil, if somebody looks up, they're gonna see everything. You shouldn't be dancing there.
気づいてる？私が隠し事をしてるって。このことを知ったら君は怒るかな？でも嘘つきな私を選んだのも君だから。あれはドラキナ様。皆様、どうかそのままで。ドラキナ様。
Uh-oh. 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 Wait, did the kid turn into that? Is she bad?
手掛けなんてさせないからね。
Okay, I suppose Remy is still the good guy. I guess. I don't know.
レミエール、次にまた羽で私を動けなくしたら、あんたの羽全部むしり取っちゃうから
Can
ね。
I get some drum and bass? You know what? Infected mushrooms. Infected mushroom. Give me some of that. Because Belle doesn't. She doesn't seem to mind.
リンちゃん、どうして私たち共犯な。ごめん。謝るのは後。一体何が起きたの？あの光ってるでっかいエーテルの塊は何？あれは私たちに経過。彼女があとどれくらいも。
And well, whatever. Don't really care.
不安定だね。気をつけて。レールの上をこっちで見るから、ゴールで待ってて。リンちゃん、マユが変な動きをしてるよ。気をつけて。マユが。
I'll ask ChatGPT or something. Like, hey, what's the deal with this thing? Is your meal good or bad?
見つけた。あれが一つ目の大動脈だよ。
This is my problem. That this is why I said that no matter what you do, gacha games will always have a bad story. I know that there's always going to be people that they kind of like feel invested into the stories because they like a specific character or something. But if you try to look at it like in a, you know, kind of like objectively, it's really difficult for people to get invested into the story when you put it out that way. Like the game had me for a moment, right? With the cutscene, like, oh wait, what the fuck is going on in here? It looks very interesting, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, let me just, you know, drop you into like some boring dialogue and you know some other things that they don't seem as interesting anymore,
レミエール、
and into these like hide behind playing minigame
これくらいなら。
while we do some exposition dialogue.
目標の増殖体は。
And let me guess, I'm gonna have to do these 2 more times.
この通路なら比較的安全なはず。レミエール、マユの様子はどう？また暴れ出してる。
Like now I don't care. Like now you lost me.
リンちゃん、レールで次の目標に向かって。
Also low key, and this feels like the ending of Final Fantasy VII Remake.
レールカーを縦に。ナイスアイデア。
Like part 1.
二つ目の増殖体に近づいてきたよ。
You have to do it out. You have a good time, dude. Good luck with the dealing with the real life stuff. I'll see you later. Thank you so much for stopping by. Always appreciate a good conversation. And thank you for educating me when it comes to Fire Emblem Heroes. I'll see you later, dude.
こっち。あと少しだよ。マユに近づくほど反応が強く。最後の悪あがきってやつだね。
No, I don't hate myself.
爆発の隙を見て近づくよ。リンちゃん、準備はできてる？それじゃあ合わせて。油断しないで。まだだよ。 行くよ。 リン
しゃべりなんだね。初めて知ったよ。それで今のが遺言ってことでいいのかな。
そろそろお開きね。いくら力のためだからって自分の体を。いかにもフォローが生んだけだものらしいね。なんかかわいそう。終わらせてあげよっか。お客様とか許しがたいわ。境界線を引くのはこの私だから。落ちていく君を忘れないよ。はあ、後悔できる時間を大切にね。はあ、一緒に剣を取ろう。
Back to share a game I found. That look fun. Let's see. Hold up. Let me kill this thing first. Oh, hold up. Fine cutscene. Hang in there. Charts of Order. Okay, hold up. Let me pause the game. Let's see the booba. Yeah, there's a lot of it. Charts of Order. Let's see. What is this game? Okay, I see. Card game. Not a huge fan of the not saying that it looks bad, mind you. I'm just not a huge fan of the artistic style. I like the cards. I just don't like the way that the characters look. If it was, does he have a demo? No, it doesn't have a demo. If it had a demo, probably I will give it a go and see if I can actually buy. If I actually want to buy it. But since we have a, there's a game coming out in, I believe, in the 4th. That it's I forget the name, dude. It's the one that Game Freak is making. And I think I'm most likely gonna buy that one. Let's see, Game Freak coming game. It's Beast of Reincarnation. Let's see, Beast of Reincarnation. Oh, it's only 55. Link it? Hold up. That's the game. I'm actually not buying right away. I will probably wait until, well, maybe there's a like a review already out there. Maybe I'll watch a review before I actually buy it. Mainly because like I just don't trust Game Freak that much, and this is like a big departure for what they normally do, which is Pokemon games. So, you know, we'll see.
てないよ。また柱なんか壊して。邪魔だな。とはいえあの威力じゃ限界みたいだね。もう少しでコアが出そう。
Final Fantasy meets Dark Souls like in a vibe? Maybe.
終わらせよっか。
Like, it's a Souls-like game from what I understand. I could be wrong. I haven't like really, you know, looked that much into this game.
君を釣るには十分だったみたい。
But I do like that type of game though. Like Souls-likes, I enjoy them. I like them.
勝ったね。
So whenever they come out at a time that I don't really have it much going on, I'm fine buying them. Oh, there we go. We saved her. Okay.
虫の息だよ。安定させてみる。
Did you recommend any 2026? Good job, Nips. Well, it's Game Freak. You know, chances are that they're probably they developed that with Nintendo money, and Nintendo was like, you have to release this in our system. So,
平気。今は
seen so many episode requirements recently. It makes sense, dude. I don't think this game looks wonderful. I don't think the game looks great. The Beast of Reincarnation. You know, it looks kind of cartoony. It looks kind of fantasy, so it doesn't really require that many, you know, that much graphics.
戦闘態勢。
Um,
S 級指名手配。
now when you have other games like, for example, Monster Hunter Wilds and stuff like that, it makes perfect sense that, you know, the requirements are pretty high. It's because for the most part, people want
わかんないけど。
game companies to push the graphics for them to look like more and more realistic, without wanting to make the compromise of wait, what the fuck's going on? Without wanting to make the compromise of
見てらんないよ。一人くらい役者が増えてもいいよね。
investing in a new PC.
私こんなんだよ。うん。最後まで演じきろ。
何の真似だ。
この子はもらってくよ。
Which, you know, I think it's perfectly fine for people not to have to invest on like new PCs or like better hardware, but at the same time, don't ask for better graphics. I have no idea what just happened.
見ないで。
Now look away. I'm hideous.
目見える。もう大丈夫だよ。お願い。見てほしくないの。
I am hideous. Don't look at me. Don't look at my boobs.
私こっち見てるね。ありがとう。それでなんで教えてくれなかったの？シグリッドさんたちと取引してたって。君と私は違うから。君には帰る場所があるけど。
Alright, I don't care about this.
もうない。
I like how CDPR they with Cyberpunk game can't look bad, and it's pretty playable for. I mean, but that wasn't the case when the game came out, and I doubt that that's the case for the game nowadays. And mind you, because they wanted to do something like that, the game came out like crap.
もう大丈夫なのかな。
Because you gotta keep in mind that for a game to not be so demanding, you need to build like models for different level of like detail, and that takes time. And if it doesn't take time, then it's going to come out not in a good state. Yeah, but you being happy with it doesn't mean that it looks good. Like, for example, for the most part, I'm perfectly happy playing games, lower graphics,
おはよう人間さん
even though like I have a 4080. I usually don't play games at maximum graphics, even though my game like my PC can run them at 60 or 120 FPS just fine. But sometimes I just like get a little bit overwhelmed by all the detail and a little bit too distracted by all the effects, so I like lowering everything down and killing a bunch of things. Like for example, the depth of field. I really dislike depth of field in games. And everything that's blurry or everything that's glary or everything that it's way too flashy, I always turn it off. But that doesn't mean uh, that that's the standard that games should develop. Um, that's not the standard that studios should follow when developing games. Like if you have a vision, like as a developer, you should probably try to follow that vision as much as you can. And you also need to keep in mind what your fans want and what your fans are asking for. Now, just because you like something in a particular way doesn't mean that you are the specific demographic, like target demographic for that game or for that decision. Does that make sense? And mind you, when the game came out, a 3060 was a pretty okay, um, GPU. Like I didn't have a 4080 until last year. Prior to that, I had a 3060. But the only reason why I bought it, it's because I was working with it. So yeah, just something to keep in mind. I'm a simple man. You give me very big booba anime waifu and revealing outfits I play. Yeah, and the cool thing about those games is that they don't really require that much developing power or anything. You're happy they made it possible. I mean, they didn't make it possible. Your 3060 made it possible. Again, when the game came out, when did the game come out? Let's see. Dude, what's the name of the game again? I forgot. Cyberpunk, right? So let's see. Cyberpunk release date 2020. 3060 release date 2021. So you played the game with a GPU that wasn't released until the next year. Or am I Googling something wrong? It came out in February 25th, 2021. And Cyberpunk came out 2.5 months prior to that. So if we're being what's the word that I'm looking for? Clear about things, I suppose. You were playing. Why am I talking like Christopher Walken? You were playing with a graphic card that, came out after the game came out. Hey, what are you saying? I'm arguing for a laptop 3060. It doesn't matter. It's still 3060. It's still hardware that the game wasn't intended to. They didn't design the game with that hardware in mind. Again, like a 3060 was a pretty decent GPU. Hell, my wife is playing games with the 3060 right now. And it still holds up. But anyway, we'll see how the game actually runs when it comes out. I don't really have like a lot of confidence on Game Freak. I'm willing to give them a go, but again, yeah, I don't really have a lot of confidence in them. just because they have let me down so many times with Pokemon games. And at that, like, I understand that the main reason why the Pokemon games are so bad, it's due to the timetable they have, and that they basically have no time of development. But still, we'll see. We'll see what they can actually do with time, without having to be forged by a timetable or a specific IP. If the game looks decent, plays decent, I'll probably buy it. Think of that, I was shocked when I found out how low the development budget for Pokemon games is. Yeah, it's not that big. I mean, dude, at the same time, they don't need to be that big. The problem is not so much that how much money they go into those games, is the fact that for some reason, well, not for some reason, of course they have to do that because, well, I mean, that's basically how you keep a business going, but they keep trying to innovate things. But the problem with Game Freak is, at least with Pokemon, is that they're not really good at getting out of their comfort zone. So, like, the game was doing okay. Like, Black and White was an okay game. Me personally, I didn't like it, but it is my understanding that it's one of the best games in the series. X and Y I really liked. And then we get the Sun and Moon, and Sun and Moon was okay. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon were a scam. Then you get to the Switch games, which was Sword and Shield. And Sword and Shield, they were okay. They weren't great. But at that point, you kind of need to keep in mind that they were moving from the handheld limitations, like from the limitations of the 3DS to a whole new system. It was the first game for that system. And even though it was the first game for that system, it was okay. Like, I don't really have many complaints when it comes to Pokemon Sword and Shield. But then we had Scarlet and Violet, and what a piece of crap that game was. And Pokemon games, they shouldn't require a lot of like a big budget. They should just require people to know what they're doing. And for the past, I don't know how many years, it kind of feels like Game Freak doesn't know what they're doing. And the truth is that Nintendo has no incentive to change any of that, because every single game keeps making a bunch of money. So they don't really care. Like, Nintendo has never cared about actually making good products. They have never cared about actually making good games. Or at least good quality games. Maybe they once cared in the 64 era. But then eventually I think they just got too comfy with the DS and 3DS. Because the Wii, I don't know, man. Like, the Wii to Wii U to Switch, it's a very, very weird era. And even like, it's like they kind of gave up after the Nintendo 64 era. It's like, yeah, no, we're not keeping up with Sony and PlayStation. So we're gonna be, 0.5 generations behind, and then eventually turn into 1 generation behind, and then eventually turn into 2 generations behind. Super another 10 million. They had 20 million for Scarlet and Violet, and they made 1.6 billion. Well, but that doesn't really say anything. It just, like, if anything, that speaks more for the love that people have towards the franchise. But the thing is that Nintendo, Nintendo has sold cardboard. You know? Like, they know they can sell anything. They just don't care. Olivitz, have you ever played Brown Dust 2? Because I think that's a game that you will like if you haven't. It's very free to play friendly. I think I'll just wait until everything is unlocked here. Oh, to do this event. Okay, we're at 99,333. Let's go. Booba. Yeah, we have a temple here. We have 3 there, that's 13. And then we can exchange 58. So that's 71 plus the 5, 76. And then we have how many remaining? Where's that? 76, 70, 82? Yeah. Yeah. We'll get her just fine. Let's spend that. See, and then we want to go for Lucia skills. Go for these. Let's do one of these or two. Two. I like it this way better. But anyway, it seems like Nintendo, at least like the Pokemon Company, learned something, and they have actually changed the time at the timetable for the next game. We'll see if it actually, ends up being good. I hope that it's good. Well, let's go. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna get going. I'll be back tomorrow. You guys have a good time. See you later. Stay safe. Good luck, Augie, with your situation. Hopefully it gets better. And Polybits, I don't know if you heard. Have you played Brandos 2? Because, I mean, considering that you like, games with Booba and little coverage, I'm pretty sure that you're gonna like that game. And it's very free to play friendly. Brown Dust 2. It has a PC client. It's not on Steam though. I believe they were like working towards. They were working towards focus things. Base 10. I don't know what this is. I don't mind. It like yeah, give me things. I don't know what this is, but thank you. What's recommended? Outer recommended team. Huh? What is this? Confirm. I don't have Yufufu. What is this? I have no idea what this is. But yeah, that game should be right up your alley. And again, very free to play friendly. All right, let's go do that. Hold up, I said I was leaving, but I wanna be done with this.
ラーメン食ってけ。朝は食材の鮮度も抜群だぞ。
I don't know. Just give me whatever, dude. Confirm.
替え玉はいるか。ってスープ
The fuck is this? All right. Does this mean that I have these all? Down. I have them all. Okay. Anyway. Now I suppose I'm actually going. F4. Okay, 97. I'll see you guys later. Stay safe. Peace out. Drink water. And yeah. Bye-bye.